Which show that you've done or project would you love to revisit? That if they called you and said, hey, we're going to do 6 episodes, or we're going to do another season of this, would you join us? What's the one show that you first thought about when I first started to ask you that jumped out?
Bitten.
You love Bitten.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. That character in particular, Elena Michaels, it's not that I felt challenged by her because I've had other roles where I actually felt challenged as an actor. But Bitten feels super close to my heart as a character. Like Elena as a character felt very similar to myself. And I feel like a lot of the stuff that I was processing, she was processing, kind of like on Smallville. I was new and scared, and so was the character. In Bitten, she just had all the qualities that I admire in a woman. And she was a joy to play, and the cast was rad.
Wasn't
Um,
it? There were books, right?
yeah, it's based on a series of novels by Kelly Armstrong. So we did 3 seasons, and you know, the fourth season would have been incredible. Our characters had twins. Like there was this whole other story to tell, but sadly it didn't continue. I mean, I hope it can come back at some point because there's so much more to tell for those
Were
characters.
you
But
heartbroken?
was I?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were at our wrap dinner with the studio,
No.
and our producer stood up and announced that we were done.
Why would he do it at the rap party?
I know.
He was
And
pissed. That's why.
this was a quiet, like, nice dinner with the cast and everyone. And as soon as they announced that, I bawled so loudly in front of everybody and had to get up and leave. And then I was like, I can't go to the party now. Like,
Oh my
I can't
gosh.
celebrate.
That
So
is awful.
that,
What an asshole. Sorry, creator or writer or producer. Why would you say
I
that at the
don't
rap
know.
party? Just call everybody individually and have a good time with your. What is
Yeah.
that?
I don't know why that timing was chosen. Maybe there's a reason for it, but yeah, I was embarrassed after because I had such like a volatile reaction. Like I just
It's
sobbed.
like somebody died in front of you.
Yeah. And sure, maybe that's because it was my first lead of a series and whatever that meant to me. But it was more just like yeah, it was like a sudden heartbreak or death. It's just like finite. That's it. You didn't get to say goodbye as the character. You didn't get to tie up the storyline. You're just done.
I remember, yeah, the executive, one of the heads of the studio called me about a show I did and just said, hey, we love you. Um, the show just isn't compatible to what we're doing right now, and um, said a few things and think you're great, and we love the show, and but we're not going to do another season. And I remember just going, all right, well, dude, love you too, man, and consider me for something else, and great. And then I kind of felt a sense of relief, and then as time went on, I started to think, man, I was really lucky. That was a good gig. Yeah, it was a shame, actually. So it's almost like I didn't react, like I didn't feel a certain way when he told me, but it took time to understand and wrap my head around the idea of how lucky I actually was.
Don't you wish we could realize? I mean, if maybe we can now, but we could realize during the project
Yeah.
what it is and how lucky we are instead of just being concerned about all the other things.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, I was dealing with a lot of stuff though, too. Like nobody knew, but my anxiety was through the roof. I was just exhausted all the time for fight or flight. And nobody knew. Everybody thought I was happy as hell, except my buddy Troy, who, was definitely like, he saw my lack of sleep and my anxiousness and, you know, um, and I'm a people pleaser. So I was always trying to make everybody, happy. Um, and that was exhausting.